Rookie cops start their careers with promise, but what happens when they make grave errors? Here are 4 times when idiot rookie cops made career-ending mistakes.
Go back over here for me, all right?
What's that?
Can you go stand back over where you work for me, sir?
There's something wrong with being here?
Yes, sir, there is.
What's
I
that?
don't want you to be in direct line with that vehicle. I'd like for you to go back to where you were standing. You can continue filming all you'd like, but I don't want you right here.
Am I interfering?
Well, technically, now you're starting to pose into somebody else's private property with your videoing. Yes, sir. Hey, did they give you permission to film inside their truck?
I don't need permission out in public.
In public?
I don't need permission.
In somebody's vehicle?
I don't need permission out in public.
No, not to film us. You're correct. But to film inside somebody's vehicle, that's an extension of their house, and that is a private place. So you do need somebody's permission to film inside their vehicle.
But is that a crime?
If they decide it is, yes.
Who's they?
The 2 we got in the back of our cars. If they don't want you filming or you didn't get permission from them, you can't be filming inside their cars.
Well, you guys got the door open.
Look, all I'm asking you to do is go stand back over where you were.
Even if I was back there, I could still see inside the car.
Okay, so go stand back over there. It's simple as that. Because right now that I'm having to come over here and ask you to move again, now you're interfering with our investigation. Because instead of me being able to focus over here, I got to focus on you. So if you could just go stand over there, I can call the supervisor if you'd like.
This is Deputy Chelly of the new Brownfells Police Department, who seemed to have nothing better to do than to detain people for filming on public property. A journalist had been filming when Chelly came into view in a threatening manner to ask him what he was doing.
So the sergeant's here. He said he'd be over here talking to you in just a little bit, okay?
What's up?
Our sergeant,
Okay.
he said he's going to be over here talking to you in just a little bit. He's here. He's actually...
All right. You got a business card or anything?
A business card?
Yeah.
Not on me. I can get you one out of my car in a little bit.
All right, cool.
You need my name, badge number? What do you need?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna need, but I can't hear over the highway noise.
Okay, so you need all of our badge numbers, or
Just yours, and I guess if the supervisor needs to speak with me, I'll talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't need to speak to you. I thought you wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I mean, if you don't need to speak to him, then I'll tell him not to waste his time.
No, he's already here, so I'm not gonna waste his time. He already showed over here, so I'll talk to him briefly.
Okay.
Okay.
And like I said, he'll be more than happy to give you anybody's name or badge number that's here.
Okay.
And if you need business cards or anything like that, you give us a little bit. We'll be able to get some business cards too if you'd like.
No, just yours. That's it.
Okay. I can get you one.
Okay.
All right. Hang tight for me.
The journalist explained himself as best as he could, and that should have been the end of the interaction. But Deputy Chelly demanded ID, even though he knew that the journalist had a right to refuse.
Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date, birth?
For what?
Because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
Crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
But how do I know what they did though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
He said that he won't want to give us his name or date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to
What warrants
him.
that?
Because I requested to speak to him, and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here. I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail.
When the journalist did refuse, Chelly was affronted and started to threaten him with arrest. He even refused to let the man see a supervisor.
Okay, what does that do with the thing?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this guy...
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did call and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
So...
What's his name?
So what's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he
Would
trespassing?
you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business.
Then why
card.
do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do. Before I leave here, I just have to get his badge number and his or his business card, whatever the case may be.
It's Deputy Cameron Chelly. 315 is my badge number.
Okay. All right. So my only problem is I was just here. Y'all can step over here. I don't want y'all to get hit. So I can get you a business card.
Yeah.
But this is what I do. I film what public officials do on public property. I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories.
That's cool.
But this officer here was telling me that I had to move back over there. I couldn't stand over there. And I was asking him why. He told me that I wasn't allowed to film inside the vehicle here. But
I mean, that's their privacy too. We got to get their consent to go in, so it makes it any different for you.
well, that's to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going in. I'm just observing. That's kind of like equivalent to this is his property, but I can't film it because it's
Okay.
on his property.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not against the law.
Okay.
So he needs to get educated on that because
Okay.
that's clearly not the case. Okay. Now, am I currently being detained here, or am I free to go?
You're free to go, man. I'm here. I came all the way from Canyon Lake to
We
talk
need
to
to
you.
identify him now.
You need to identify me?
Yes, sir.
The supervisor was professional, and he successfully resolved the situation in a very short time and in a calm manner. Yet, Deputy Chelly and his fellow officers hadn't had enough.
I do.
For?
Because you're a witness to a crime and you sat here and recorded the whole crime.
I don't know what crime was committed.
I told you.
You told me, but I
told you
didn't
that.
know. I didn't know
Two
beforehand.
individuals are under arrest for possession of narcotics.
I didn't see y'all
And then
pulling
you said
narcotics out the car.
that you still wouldn't identify yourself until you spoke to our sergeant. Now you spoke to the sergeant, so I need to get your name and date of birth. So
I can give you a
identify
copy of the vehicle. I can give you a copy of the video.
I don't need a copy of the vehicle.
I can give you a business
I need
card.
your identifying information so I can list
You
you in
need
the
your
report
ID and
as a
info.
witness.
Yeah. You're a
I-
witness.
I don't-
Right now, you're failing the ID as a witness to a crime.
What
Because
crime?
Hey,
That's
what's your first name, man? I know what.
Sir?
What's your first name, sir?
I'll give you my first name. It's Philip.
Philip.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Best case scenario, that female and that male says that we did something against the law. Eight cops against one person, right? So you know who I would want? I would want the guy who's not even involved in this to be my witness. That's how it works.
Like I said, this is what I
No,
do.
that's how it works. That's what we're trying to explain to you.
So they need me as a
Because
witness?
you're part of any type of information that anybody that comes. We're gonna have to ID him because he's in our cameras now.
Him?
Yeah, everybody.
Are you gonna give him your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
He's a
We'll
higher rank
identify
than
one
you.
way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's who I speak. This is who I have to speak with. He's here, so that's
great.
who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
But I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Let's go here. I don't like the argument. You're not doing anything wrong, but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be a part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, if something were to happen to where, man, we get into a shooting or something or a fight and somebody gets hurt, then you know what? I'm taking your camera because that's so you got to be careful with that in the future. Okay, when you're doing this,
But on that one, I'll tell you,
No,
there was a shooting on 6th Street that happened not too long ago, and I helped aided them catching the shooter.
And I have no problem with that. No. But that's what's called
I
evidence.
understand.
It's not that I want your camera because I want you to stop doing this. It's just that, man, you would be surprised how many angles we need nowadays.
I understand that.
You know, so and that's the point that they're trying to get at.
The cops insisted that the journalist had to provide ID because he was witness to an important scene. Their way of going about it was so rogue and disrespectful that the supervisor had to step in again to settle things down. With calmness and professionalism, he was able to get the journalist to identify himself and even share a business card.
Don't worry about it.
You want to fight me with this in your hands?
Never wanted to fight you with that in my hand. Look at you talking about. Now you're harassing me. Now you're violating my rights.
Over this way.
Now you're violating my rights. Get me out of here. I ain't got no warrants, so where am I going? You cannot take me to jail because I didn't do nothing.
This is Police Chief Anthony Alvarnaz from the Elmira Police Department. On June 3rd, 2022, Officer Alvarnaz was in plain clothes and was driving somewhere in Elmira, New York, when he observed an individual named Bowman Thomas getting into a heated argument. Officer Alvarnaz tried to de-escalate the situation, however. The individual allured Officer Alvarnaz into a physical fight. After Officer Alvarnaz exited the vehicle, he noticed that the suspect had a knife in his hand. Officer Alvarnaz asked him to get on the ground after seeing the weapon. At that time, he was not equipped with his body cam, however. After several officers arrived at the scene, they aided in the situation. Watch what happens when the suspect is ordered to get on the ground.
Huh? You want to treat the black people like this. Watch this.
All right, we'll roll you on your side. Easy.
Watch this. Watch how you guys look.
got a couple more knives.
Yeah, I got one more knife.
Where is it?
I just showed you. It's right here.
All right.
It's right here.
Don't roll too.
No, don't go in there. It's right there in my pocket. You just see the black piece in the phone. In my pocket. You don't feel that? You don't feel that?
Okay.
You don't feel that, right? Don't worry. Watch how they treat me black people. Watch this. It's all on camera. I will have your job. Yeah, I'm allowed to have my phones too.
You can have your phones.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have all
There's
that.
no more knives.
There's no more
I believe you, but I still
Now
have
get
to
off
make
me.
sure.
Now get the fuck up off me. I'm allowed to have my knives on. I'm allowed to have my phones on. This is how y'all want to treat black people? Y'all want to harass black people? Don't worry about it.
All right. We're gonna stand you up, all right?
I can get up on my own.
Well, I want to help you because you
I don't need
hands.
help. I can get up on my own. I did this.
Sit up.
I did this. I get up on my own.
Okay.
So go on with it, boy. Don't worry about it.
You want to fight me with this in his hand?
Never wanted to fight you that in my hand. Look at you talking about. Now you're harassing me. Now you're violating my rights.
Here, over this way.
Now you're violating my
keep it.
rights. Get me out of here. I ain't got no warrant, so where am I going? You cannot take me to jail because I didn't do nothing. Now what are y'all doing? So now, hold up.
Slide
What am I being detained for? I don't have no warrants.
Just keys?
Yeah.
All right, just slide in.
I don't have no warrants. So what am I being
Slide
detained
in.
for? What am I being detained for?
After the arrest, Chief Alvernaz reached out to a witness who filmed the incident to know what exactly she recorded. The lady refused to cooperate with Chief Alvernaz's request to check the video. Watch how the encounter follows with the lady.
When did you start recording?
When you pulled your gun
When
on
I pull
him.
my gun out on him?
Yep.
Good, because they still have the knife in his hand, so
Well,
I'm gonna need their information.
I was gonna say no. I didn't record. I didn't record
Can we
nothing.
check
up
them,
until-
please? Make
No.
sure you don't record this evidential facts, because I don't have a camera on my car and I don't have a body cam,
Well, you should.
but it's evidence. So if you
No.
caught him with a knife in his hand,
I did not.
that would help me with my
I did
criminal
not.
case.
I just said I did not.
Can we check?
Then what's the point of this?
No.
Then why are you
If you
filming?
didn't have it? If the whole point is
What
to
if-
get evidence for a criminal matter.
What if I was doing it for the benefit of you, and now y'all are coming at me with
I am.
evidence?
I know. Can I have the video for the benefit?
No,
of
you
it?
cannot because it's.
So
this
you're
is-
not doing it for the benefit.
This
of the
is
video.
not my phone.
It doesn't matter.
You're in possession.
It does.
No, it doesn't,
That's
man.
not my car. I'm not in control of it. It's the city of Elmira's car.
Good. Can I have it?
No.
There's no reason for you
Good
to have
point.
it.
Touche.
I mean,
Anyway, so we're gonna get your name because you're witnesses to this. I have
That's
to for
all
my
right.
UPR.
no, you don't.
I mean my
No, you do not.
not UPR, my use of
No, you do
force
not.
report. Yes, I do.
So you're just out here just to be jerks and
Can you
harass
please
us,
get the
right?
names?
Yeah, like seriously. Like this is ridiculous. We didn't do anything wrong or illegal, yet you guys are not even remotely
Yo, neither
cooperating
did
with us.
I.
But
The state.
I did not do anything.
no, but you're not cooperating in a criminal investigation. That's ridiculous. It'd be one thing if you just walked by.
All
and you-
I did
But
was
you're blatantly
see,
here.
All I did was see something
What did you
that
see?
happened.
Oh, something. So then what's the
I
point
see-
of, so just nothing. You just saw nothing.
Yo, yeah, get the f out of here.
Miss?
This is no, this
Hey,
is no.
stop.
Whoa,
Stop. Don't approach her
get
that
out of
way.
my car.
We're not in. Back off or you're going to jail. We're not getting your car.
You're not gonna tell me to get away from my car.
Please back away from us.
Right. There's no reason to approach
Please
the chief
back away
like that.
from my
I have every
car.
right to look at cars. It's called VNT.
Oh, I'm gonna go look at your car then, all right?
You're not identifying yourself, so I'm going to use your vehicle.
You're not
as a-
identifying
as a
yourself
potential-
either. Neither one of you have
Alvernaz,
identified.
Alvernaz, 4588.
Okay, cool.
So I am going to identify you. You are a potential witness
Okay.
in a criminal matter, and
Okay.
now apparently you want to say that the police are abusing their power.
Whoa! Get out of here, man.
We don't need that.
You don't want
You
that
don't-
bad?
I
It's
just need
not
your
this.
name.
It's not.
You are going to give us, if this is your vehicle.
I have no problem giving you my name. That's not what
then
you
do
all
so.
started. That's not what
If
you
you don't
even
want to
started.
give us the video, we will subpoena it if we need to later.
Go
That is fine.
ahead.
And if you destroy it, it's evidence and it's a felony. So you cannot delete the video. I'm telling you that now. Is that being recorded?
It's not. It's
Yes.
not. It's not. It's not.
So
my
is all
fault.
harassment.
Do not if you delete the video, you are destroying evidence, which is a felony in New York State. Okay?
Chief Alvernaz threatens the lady to not delete the video evidence of the encounter. He expressed that deleting a shred of evidence is a felony offense. He later requests the lady to show her driver's license. He informs that failure to do so might get her arrested for obstruction. Watch how the encounter ends.
You filmed me taking my gun out.
No,
and
I did
pointing it
not.
at him.
I did not
You've already
film
admitted it.
that.
You said you did.
I
You've already
said
did
I've
it.
seen it with my eyes.
Well,
I
just put a
didn't record it.
And don't wave your
I
fist
didn't.
at me again.
I didn't.
You wave your fist at me again, I'm going to arrest you.
I didn't wave my fist at you.
Well,
Watch
so-
freaking. Yeah, I said this.
That's two.
Oh my God, get a fucking grip,
Give
bro.
me your driver's license and your registration
No,
because you
I
drove
am
this
not.
car.
No,
The
I'm
f-
not.
you ain't. You're giving it to me because
Whoa,
you have to.
Whoa.
You don't have a
No.
choice but to identify yourself.
What
you
did
have
I
to
do?
identify yourself.
What did I do?
You drove a car. Let me see your driver's license
What-
to make
what-
sure that
what-
you are a registered driver.
Okay.
You inserted yourself into the situation, man.
No.
We
no.
did nothing to you.
No.
That's fine.
We had nothing to do with you until you inserted yourself and started filming. Okay? So now, guess what?
Listen,
inserted
you need to
yourself
lose
into
the
a
attitude because I was going to start being cooperative with you until you tell me to give me my
license,
give me my-
registration, insurance card, please.
No.
Yes.
You're out of your mind. I will
Then you will
gladly,
be under arrest for
listen,
obstruction.
I will gladly give you my license. I have to get in the car to get it.
Then
Where
go
is
ahead
it?
and do that, please.
In
I'm
my-
not retrieving it, but just
It's in my bag.
that black one right there.
No, the one back there.
Okay, go ahead and retrieve it.
Oh, Jesus. You know that's a gift.
This?
That's a gift for my
We'll
boyfriend.
give it back. It's just we're holding it for safety right now.
That's fine with me. My blue bag is right here.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, I can't get it.
She should not be reaching into the car.
She gave her permission to. She gave her permission to. I heard it. She's kept an eye on it.
We ain't doing nothing like y'all are thinking, so just
For some reason, you want
cooperating at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
The sooner we get your ID, the sooner we leave.
I'm working on
Okay.
it. I just got my bag up here. Good music. Man, I got stuff that's melting. Oh. There you are, sir, ma'am, sirs. Sorry,
Okay.
that's a joke that I do have. Bad joke timing. Bad timing joke.
Ma'am, this is your car. Not you own it. This is the one you're driving. You're operating at the
Yes,
moment.
I own it.
Oh, you do own it.
I do.
Okay.
As you have on video, I eventually put it away once he laid down on the ground and was being cooperative. So, that is it. That's the extent of this. And I'm just curious why you wouldn't want to share that video to prove my case against somebody that was trying to get in fights with a
It
couple
wasn't
people.
that I
Just
didn't want
add
to share it. It was that you wanted to take my phone.
No, I didn't want to.
We asked
I
to
wanted to
see
send the
it.
video. I wanted to see. You said you didn't have a certain part. I wanted
Right, I
to
didn't
watch
have-
the video to see what you had.
Right.
To see if it, A, if you're being truthful, and B, if it's even worth it.
A, I'm being truthful, and B, no, it wasn't. I didn't start recording until after you were waiting here for probably a couple minutes.
Okay. So you didn't see him pacing back and forth and challenging me,
I saw it.
but not recording.
No, excuse me. I did not see that part of it. I saw you have words
And-
with him, and you pull your gun.
Yep. Then what'd you see happen?
And then
When I pulled the gun, what did you do? Then what happened?
He meh, and then went down.
Okay. And did you see him throw the knife?
No.
Could you hear what was being
I was
said?
driving.
Oh, you were in your car?
Yeah, I was
Hence why you're parked this way. You were just kind of driving,
you
saw
in,
it.
so you weren't coming out of the store.
No, I was over at Dollar
So you didn't hear words from either subject, though?
No.
Okay.
Nope. And I feel bad for y'all for the jobs that you got. I commend y'all for the jobs that you do. But you also have to understand that there are grimy ones of y'all too. And so
Right.
just putting a camera in somebody's hand and having that seen by the
Can I?
person
So it's funny.
and-
I've actually.
and
Can we expand on this because I've had this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yes.
So there's grimy cops.
Yeah.
They do evil shit. They kill people.
Well,
right? They rob people. They kill people. Like the grime. We're talking about just the grimy.
We're talking about
The ones that hurt people for no reason, right?
Yep.
Those. So all these things. We know that there are some cops that do this.
Right.
A few, right?
Right.
Can I ask you a question? If one of us was that grimy cop, this is all recorded, so we can, if one of us was that grimy cop, what makes you think that someone that's willing to hurt someone, rob someone, kill someone, would just leave a witness? Why would he do that? You think that cop would not just steal that phone from you? Do you see what I mean? The mindset doesn't make sense.
It does, because I felt like that's what you were doing. Not just you, but him as well. Like I felt like I was
Right,
I
but
was
if we
starting
were
to be-
if we were one of those grimy ones,
which
if we were, let's just say if we were,
Right.
why would, even though yes, we were talking, going back and forth with you, but what would stop us from just like blatantly doing something savage to get that phone? We wouldn't, unless we were bad, which you would have already seen. You know what I mean?
Well,
we would cross that line too, wouldn't we?
I didn't.
It doesn't make sense.
I also didn't see what had happened. Excuse me. I didn't hear what had transpired. I didn't see that he had a knife.
All right.
So all I saw
But my point
was
is, even if the
this
chief,
guy pull up and
if the
pull a
chief
gun, and
was
I'm
one of
like,
those grimy ones, as you said, I'm using your term. If he was one of those grimy ones, just pointing guns at people, just out hurting people, I highly doubt he would just let you sit there and record. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you don't know that though.
Do you know what I mean? If he's willing to go that far, it just doesn't
Right.
make sense.
But there was also, her and someone on a motorcycle right behind us for a while. So you don't know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, police that are out committing violent felonies, the showing of a camera wouldn't stop it. It wouldn't stop a civilian like that.
Right. But I'm not. You're going from one extreme to the other. There's those ones that are in between as well that are gonna push as far as they can absolutely push and possibly
I see.
push somebody over. You know what I mean?
Because we deal with that on the other hand. Like, so
Right.
when people are robbing stores, let's say at gunpoint, and people try to get those on video too, what do you think happens to those witnesses?
Yeah.
They get mugged for that phone. It happens
Right.
all the time.
Right, of course.
So if that same guy, that same bad guy was wearing a uniform, a gun and a badge, why wouldn't he do the same thing? Right?
Exactly.
Right.
And that's one extreme to the other, you know?
So,
I mean...
Are we good? Are you done? Okay. All right. Of course.
Sorry about that. I forgot I had that there.
You can keep it in there. Just you gotta understand, we're gonna just address as a potential threat. It doesn't make it illegal.
No,
we just take it out of the situation.
Yep.
And give it back to you just like I did.
Mr. Thomas was charged with second-degree menacing and disorderly conduct. Following the incident, it is unknown if the lady pursued any sort of legal action. However, in January 2023, Chief Alvernaz was terminated from his position due to his misconduct in investigatory cases and actions on the field in December 2022. Like Deputy Celli above, there are many other officers who seem to know nothing about de-escalation. Take Officer Dukes, for instance.
Hey, let me see your hands. Berg, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground right here.
Who, me?
Get on the ground. You, Burgundy shirt, get on the ground. Over here. On the ground.
I got nothing.
On the ground. Get on the ground. Do you know?
This is Officer Dukes, who had received a report about a man trying to get into a house by forcing his way with a firearm. On getting to the scene, without any confirmation, Dukes assumed that the man in the burgundy shirt named Clarence Gaillard was the suspect.
There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back. Is there a gun back there?
Ain't no gun.
By that truck.
No gun.
You're not listening, dude. Bro, you got a gun on you, man?
No, I ain't got no gun.
Right,
I
I'm just
don't want no gun.
Turn back over. Paul, do you watch him say? He had something.
I ain't on no gun.
The door's unlocked, the car was so.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him. There it is.
I don't want no gun.
All right, that's what he had.
Dukes forced Gaillard to the ground, claiming that he saw a gun with him. Gaillard, who had rods and pins in his legs from a recent replacement surgery, was complying as best as he could. This idiot cop, on the other hand, did not care and ended up slamming the man's head into the ground. To make matters worse, what the officer assumed to be a gun was only a wrapped baton that Gaillard was using to protect himself from stray dogs.
Put your leg up.
25 cents, got one tank.
Alright. Put your leg that way so you can stand up.
Alright, listen, I'm about to help you. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head
Listen.
down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head trauma.
Go back in the house.
Yeah. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yeah, y'all bust my head down. You throw me down.
I sure did. You wasn't listening.
Yeah. No, it ain't. You had to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yeah. You throw me down. Yeah. You throw me down. You throw me down. Yep, you bust my head down on the cement. Yep, you bust my head.
All right, let me tell you what.
His forehead.
You bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun at first. I said, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun. Had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my head.
What he was doing is putting this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands.
Why you bust my head?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grab me,
and we went on to the
and
ground.
then you bust my head down
That's what-
on the cement.
Thankfully, Officer Duke's colleagues and his superiors were repulsed by his behavior and refused to cover for him.
Well, I mean, you know, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
No gun or nothing.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing, and I didn't know where
There ain't nothing there.
that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets.
His dogs off.
Yeah, on camera.
Yeah, my dog
All right, that's
stick.
fine.
A dog stick.
So he can come out of cuffs?
Yes, take him out of handcuffs.
Yeah, he can come out. Oh, Lord.
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement. In the wrong for that. Yeah. Listen.
Can I get a card from you?
I don't have one, man. We don't have one. They don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards.
I get daddy.
Okay. Thank you.
Dukes lied that they weren't given cards, but another officer caught his lie and presented their cards to the man. Officer Dukes was fired immediately and charged with assault and battery. If you think this was the maximum a rookie cop can make a career-ending mistake, then probably you aren't aware of this next case.
Department are you with?
Salt Lake City Police.
Salt Lake City.
Which I'm sure you'll get to meet my lieutenant soon. And if I don't get to go get the blood, I'm taking her to jail.
Okay.
I'd rather not do that.
I'd rather you not do it either.
This is Officer Jeff Payne from the Salt Lake Police Department. On July 26, 2017, Officer Payne visited the University of Utah Hospital, located in Salt Lake, Utah. His reason for the visit was to acquire a blood sample from an unconscious individual who was a victim of a recent two-vehicle car crash. The crash occurred when the other driver attempted to get away from Utah Highway Patrol and allegedly collided with the victim's car and was killed on the scene. Upon his arrival at the hospital, Officer Payne informed Nurse Alex Wubbles about the situation. Watch how the situation unravels.
I'm being threatened with to be arrested if I don't allow the officer to draw the blood.
Yes, please. So I'm going to arrest her. We have exigent circumstances for a blood draw on a patient that's upstairs. She is refusing, and my lieutenant says that if she doesn't...
What department are you with?
Salt Lake City Police.
Salt Lake City.
Which I'm sure you'll get to meet my lieutenant soon. And if I don't get to go get the blood, I'm taking her to jail.
Okay.
I'd rather not do that.
I'd rather you not do it either. We're all just going to be cool for a second. Hi. Can you protect me? I've been threatened to be placed under arrest by this officer here. I'm trying to prohibit him from drawing blood on one of my patients who he does not have a warrant for.
If things still keep going the way they're going, I'm arresting her for interfering with a criminal investigation.
Officer Payne informs Miss Wubbles that if she does not provide authorization for drawing the blood sample, she can be arrested for interfering or hindering with a criminal investigation. Miss Wubbles provided her with the hospital's policy that because the victim is unconscious and cannot provide consent, the cops cannot draw a blood sample without a warrant. Observe what the officers are about to do.
Here's the thing. If he's conducting an investigation, it's obstructing justice.
Okay, I'm just being told what to do by my entire hospital.
And I'm being told what to do by my boss.
Okay, so
And I'm going to do what my boss says.
there's no reason that this has gotten as elevated as it has.
The If you want to arrest him, I'm not going to stop him.
He said if this guy's going to arrest me, he's not going to stop him.
Yeah, let's let it go.
That's fine. I'd love to get out there right here.
Yeah. We're not doing one thing or another until House Soup gets here, yeah?
Yeah, and I've got more of my guys coming up, so.
This officer's going to arrest me. He's agreeing with this officer. He needs to have a warrant signed by a judge that says he can draw blood. And he doesn't have
And there's
that.
also the laws that talk about exigent circumstances and implied consent law, which does apply.
Okay, I can have you talk to our privacy officer.
Okay, well.
But until he says yes, you know.
Okay, she's going to jail.
Okay, this is coming from our leadership
Okay,
as well.
and it's coming from mine. But I either go away with blood and vials or body in tow. And that's my only choices.
What's up, Payne?
This young lady right here, right now, is not free to go about her business. Her watch command, if she does not allow me to go get a blood draw from a guy up in the burn unit, she's going to jail.
And I'm just trying to do what I've been told to do by the hospital.
Where's the disconnect?
Yes, that's the cell
What's the
phone.
problem?
They don't want to abide by the implied consent law or exigent circumstances. They want it to be a search warrant.
So where's the lieutenant? He's coming in.
I've talked to him on the phone. She's talked to him on the phone. He was the first one to tell her that if I don't get the blood, she's getting arrested.
I don't know why you have to be so awful and threatening. I'm not here to impede
I'm
you.
just stating what will happen.
We can both say that, sir. I'm just a nurse trying to protect the patients and do what my hospital has obligated me to do.
Believe it or not, I'm trying to protect him too.
I have two officers now. Another officer here is threatening to arrest me.
They don't have PC.
Is this patient under arrest?
Nope.
He still says he's not under arrest. Do you have an electronic warrant?
No.
No. No to every single one. So hold on, Brad. So I printed this off. This is what I was told to print off. I have this. It says obtaining blood samples for police enforcement from patients suspected to be under the influence. This is something that you guys agreed to with this hospital. The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent. He's told me repeatedly that he doesn't have a warrant, and the patient is not under arrest.
Okay, so I take it without those in place, I'm not going to get blood. Am I fair to surmise that?
Alex, you're not representing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea why he's blaming me. I'm just representing.
Why are you blaming the messenger, sir?
She's the one that has told me no.
Yeah, but sir, you're making a huge mistake right now. Threatening a nurse.
Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
Sir, I have
We're done. I said we're done.
The officers arrested Miss Wubbles on account of interfering with a criminal investigation and prevented justice. This might be deemed as an unreasonable seizure. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement. Watch how the encounter ends.
Whoa. I have
Okay, she can sit in my car while we're coming.
This is unnecessary, man.
You're right.
This is my department, and this is completely unnecessary.
I'm leaving now with her. Okay? Anybody who wants to prevent that, that's your option. He will be taking them.
Please, sir, you're hurting me.
Then walk.
No, I have no reason to walk.
Have a seat.
What is going on?
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Would you like to speak to this young lady?
Well, I need to talk to you first, and then I'll talk to her.
Okay.
So
they're arresting her for obstruction.
She's called people. They say no, she will not take me up there.
She absolutely will not.
Thank you. I have our privacy officer on the phone.
They're busy. Give me a second. Okay, let me chat with her for a minute.
Yeah.
We're breaking the law. If we're doing wrong, okay?
Call Miller. Somebody.
Listen to me. If we're doing wrong, there are civil remedies. What I'm telling you is we are not making mistakes. Okay? I've done this for 22 plus years. I know what the law is when it comes to search and seizure. What you have done, because your bosses are telling you to, has been to prevent this officer who was called out to do a job to do his job. That's obstructing justice. Okay. Is this person, do you know, is this person a resident of that we're trying to get blood from?
I have no idea. I don't even know who
Another
he is.
problem. Okay. So why are you involved in this?
Because
you don't have anything to do with it.
Because I'm the charge nurse in the unit that he was admitted. My job is
trying to understand. You're trying to fill it. That's all you're doing. Because he's going to tell me what your policy is. I understand what your policy is. I'm trying to tell you what I need legally. Okay? And your policy right now is contravening what I need legally.
Ms. Wubbles was detained for about 20 minutes before she was released. Following this incident, Ms. Wubbles received a $500,000 settlement without filing a lawsuit. Moreover, in October 2017, Officer Payne was terminated from his position after the police chief found his conduct to be disrespectful. If you think this was the only cop who made career-ending mistake, wait until you watch this next case.
No, on the ground. Stay on the ground.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
On the ground. On the ground.
This is an officer from the Loveland Police Department. On June 26, 2020, a 73-year-old individual named Karen Garner left Walmart with items worth less than $14 that she had forgotten to purchase. Walmart employees subsequently then stopped her, escorted her back inside, and took the items. Miss Garner attempted to pay with her credit card, but they refused. Unable to communicate or fully understand the situation, she then walked out and began heading home. The Walmart employees then called the cops when Miss Garner tried to be physical with one of the Walmart employees. Watch what happens when the officer spots Miss Garner walking toward her home.
All right, let's stop, ma'am. I don't think you want to play it this way. Ma'am, police, stop. You want to stop with lights on, siren? Stop. You just left Walmart. Do you need to be arrested right now? No. Okay. Let's stop. Come on. Come on.
I'm going home.
No, on the ground. Stay on the ground.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. Bravo 242. After a short struggle, she's now detained. Come on.
Miss Garner was thrown to the ground and handcuffed. Despite her not resisting, the officer used excessive force to arrest her. Watch how the encounter ends.
I am code 4.
Do that.
Why did you do that? I told you to stop. You don't get to act this way. Come on, stay on the ground. All right, let's stand up. Why are you doing this, ma'am? All right, stand up.
I'm not doing anything.
Right now you're resisting, which is not gonna fly with me. And before that, you tried to steal from Walmart. And they caught you and took the stuff back. Stand up. Oh, boy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why are you fighting with me? And why are you trying to slip the cuffs off?
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. Are you finished? Are you finished? We don't play this game. You understand me? And if you try to kick me, oh, this is gonna be bad.
I'm going home.
Stop.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Ow!
Are you finished?
I'm going home.
Hey, stand up. We're not going to hold you.
All right, let's go to the ground. On the ground. On the ground. Why are you doing this? Let's see who she is.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to search her real quick.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, we wrestled for a minute. And she almost got her handcuffs off.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. All right, stand up.
I'm going home.
All right, stand up.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
No, stop.
I'm pushing.
There we go. All right. Sit down.
I'm going home.
Sit down.
I'm going home.
Get in the car.
In you go.
Do not hook onto him.
I'll come on the other side and grab her. Who's my sergeant?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first, I can tell you that. Sergeant Metzler, he's at the police department. You can go talk to him if you have an issue.
Yeah, give me your car so I can put a report.
Okay.
I see you is there how you throw the little kid.
Little kid?
Well, I don't know
He's not
if
a little kid. And this
he
is what happened.
He was just walking, and I see you how
She
you
just
grab him.
stole from Walmart and refused to stop, refused to listen to lawful orders, and to fight me. This is what happens when you fight the police. I have to use force to safely detain her. That's what this is. This isn't just some random act of aggression.
Oh, well,
I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, well, the way that I see it from over there, you know, I was like, that's not...
But you see, you don't know the whole situation. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, but it's like...
But knowing the situation, do you feel differently now?
Oh, yeah. But
That's
you know,
it.
like seeing it from there, that guy just walking.
Yeah, I get that.
Know?
I get that. So when I went to go grab her and talk to her, she started running, leaving, pulling away from me, trying to fight me.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't see it running,
Exactly.
you know.
So before you go to a snap judgment, you gotta get all the facts.
But right here, she wasn't running.
I get that.
I see her walking right there. You
Get your feet in the car.
All right. Here, let me see your feet. All right. Here.
I'm going
Pick your feet
home.
up. Pick your feet up.
Okay, let's
Give me my
let's get her out over here on the ground. We can hobble her, and then we'll get her in the car. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
I'm going home.
We will figure that out. This way easy.
I'm going home.
Stop doing that.
I'm going home.
All right. Relax.
Don't grab for me.
Yep. All right, sit down.
I'm happy.
To put her feet in first.
Okay. You got him?
This way. I have this. Hey, we're gonna sit in the car, okay?
I want my credit card.
We'll get it.
I want my credit card.
Miss Garner was put inside the cop cruiser, where afterward she was taken to Loveland Police Jail and later transferred to Larimer County Jail. Later, charges against Miss Garner were dismissed. Miss Garner suffers from dementia and was prone to multiple injuries after this, including a dislocated shoulder, a fractured humerus, and a sprained wrist. This incident led to the initiation of an internal investigation regarding the use of excessive force. The officer who made this arrest was put on administrative leave. The results of the investigation are uncertain. But if you think this is satisfying, wait until you watch this Jersey cop get owned twice by his supervisor.
Working on a story for the township?
You're working on a story for the township?
Well, about the township for me.
For you?
Yes.
What are you making, a documentary?
It's a news story.
A news story?
Yeah.
You have ID?
I always have ID.
Okay, can you provide that?
No.
You can do whatever you want, but you need to identify who you are.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do, sir.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
And what law is that?
Well, it came in as a suspicious person. Anytime we investigate as to somebody calling in about suspicious, we need to at least identify who it is we spoke to. You're not in trouble in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, then I don't need to give ID.
Well, you do.
What law is that?
To know who you are.
What law is
I'm
that?
investigating a crime. It's actually called obstruction if you fail to provide documentation. No, sir,
Quote,
that's not wrong.
quote that statute.
I already
Quote
told you
obstruction.
what it is. I
Apparently you don't.
A journalist was working on a story about the township when Officer Moschella walked up to him demanding ID. The journalist refused, but Moschella persisted, even though he knew that the man didn't have to comply.
Sir, look, I'm not looking. I have to commit an unlawful act and prevent you from performing your unlawful duty to be in violation of obstruction.
Currently, right now.
So what's the unlawful act?
Right now, it came in as a suspicious person.
And what statute is suspicious?
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does. What's the law?
To determine what's going on. So all
I'm taking pictures in public.
Who you are. You're telling me you're doing something.
Okay.
That's fine, but I need to verify who you are.
No, you don't.
So in the event that something turns into something, I at least can say, all right, I went out and I spoke with this person. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be.
No, you are.
Not really.
You can come out and say, good morning, sir, how you doing? Taking pictures, enjoying your First Amendment right to take pictures in public?
What was the first thing that I said to you today?
What are you doing?
I said, no. I said, how are you, sir?
Okay, how are you?
Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did.
So you just asked me what did I do, and I already told you what I said.
Okay.
I said, how are you? And I said, what are we doing? And you told me what you're doing. I said, that's fine. And I explained to you why I need documentation from you, just to verify who you are.
Okay, but you don't need to verify who I am.
I unfortunately do. Yes.
No, I have the right to privacy in public.
You do, to a certain degree.
Yeah,
okay.
And this is within that degree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Officer Moschella admitted that the journalist's right to privacy extended to that degree, but he still insisted on getting his ID.
But again, if we're investigating it for suspicious because somebody called it in, it's not like we just...
It doesn't matter if somebody called it in.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so if you're outside on your property mowing your lawn and somebody says you're suspicious and the police come by, you have to give them your ID?
To verify that you live there? Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes,
it's
you
your
do.
property. Entitled to follow the law.
Which is this person. We just need to verify who you are and identify who you are.
And what statute is suspicious? What law am I breaking?
Sir, I'm not. I already went over this with you. I don't need to go.
And you haven't justified yourself yet.
I do. And listen, again, if you fail to provide your documentation, you can be placed under arrest for obstruction.
You think so?
Otherwise, you are going to be placed under arrest for obstruction.
I do not have identification on me.
Well, so then you lied to me, because when I first asked you if you had identification on you, you told me yes, I do.
Oh, I have fingerprints and retinas.
No, that's incorrect. I asked you, do you have documentation? Do you have identification?
I do not.
You can go back into your video recorder and you can verify.
Can I just ask you what you're doing here?
Yes, sir. I'm in public taking pictures of a public building, expressing my First Amendment right to freedom of press. I'm here to actually file a complaint.
Okay. You have that right. You have all those rights. You just
Thank you. Well, he appears to tell me that I don't.
Now, just so you know, there are areas of this building that are posted.
Absolutely.
Off limits.
Yep, like the back of that parking lot there. It says restricted area. You can't go back there.
Areas or video those areas.
Absolutely.
Other than that, if you want to walk around with your camera, you can walk around with your camera.
And I don't need to show ID to do that.
You don't have to show ID right now. No, sir.
Don't!
All right, sir.
How's that?
Well, that's incorrect, actually, in that respect.
Oh, is it? Is it?
It's
So your
different than
sergeant's
what you
wrong.
explained to my
So your sergeant's
source
wrong?
What we were going to.
So your sergeant's...
We're not going to get into an argument here. So we're all set,
Because
all right?
I was just threatened with arrest for not providing identification. It's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
All right, sir. But now we're clear on what's going on, right?
Is he?
Are we all clear?
Is he clear? Because I'm clear and you're clear.
Everybody here is clear, sir.
Very good, sir.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
Continue what you're doing.
I appreciate your help.
All right? You have a good day.
You too.
All right?
Thank you very much.
Guys.
Thank you.
All right?
Have a nice day, officer.
You too, sir.
Hope you learned something today. Go!
The supervisor arrived to resolve the situation and educate his subordinate all in one breath. He successfully cleared up a situation that should never have happened in the first place. If you think this was the last cop who made career-ending mistakes, then you probably haven't heard of Officer Blake Stinson.
Sir, my mom's on the way to help me out.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Sir.
I can smell marijuana in the vehicle. Get out.
There's no marijuana.
I'm not going to tell you again. You're going to get out of the vehicle or I'm going to drag you out.
This is Officer Blake Stinson from the Cody Police Department. On January 24th, 2023, Officer Stinson pulled over a 17-year-old driver in Cody, Wyoming. He was stopped for allegedly not yielding to a pedestrian in a crosswalk, while he was on his way to school with a couple of several other minors commuting with him. Watch what happens when Officer Stinson and his accompanying officers approach the young driver.
When someone's in the crosswalk, you're required to yield to them. I need your driver's license, registration, and insurance.
Yes, sir. Can I call my mom? This is her vehicle.
Yeah, you can provide digital copy of the insurance, but the registration needs to be provided.
Can I ask what I was doing before?
There was somebody in the crosswalk and you almost hit him.
Sir, it's Officer Stinson. He said there was somebody in the crosswalk. You want to talk to him?
I need your driver. I don't care. I need your driver's license.
He said he doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk to you. I'm not inclined to talk to you about a parent. I'm not 18 years old.
You're driving a vehicle and you're required to give me your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance. Okay? Those three things are required. If you don't provide those things, you'll be placed in custody. Okay? I'm not joking.
You said if I don't provide those things, I'll be placed in custody. I don't know where anything is. Sir, my mom's on the way to help me out.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Sir.
I can smell marijuana in the vehicle. Get out.
There's no marijuana.
I'm not going to tell you again. You're going to get out of the vehicle or I'm going to drag you out. Open the door. Open the door now.
My mom's on the way.
I don't care. Open the door now.
My mom down here?
Nope.
You gotta step out. I'm not 18 years old.
It doesn't matter. I saw a violation. I stopped you for it, and you've already talked back to me about getting your stuff out. Get out of the vehicle.
After the driver does not show his driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, he is asked to step outside the vehicle. However, he argues that since he is a minor, he is allowed to have a lawyer or a parent to advocate for him. Watch how the traffic stop unravels.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Get out of the vehicle. That's what's going on.
I know I'm allowed to have a parent or...
No, you're not. You're not.
Lawyer.
You're going to get out of the vehicle right now or I'm going to drag you out. You decide.
Can I talk to my mom?
Nope.
Mom,
get out of the vehicle.
He's dragging me out of the car.
Get out of the vehicle.
Mom.
Get out of the vehicle.
Mom.
Help me.
You get that one.
Get out of the vehicle now.
Mom. Mom, help me.
You're told very clearly what to do, and if you're not going to do it, we're going to have to take other avenues. Unlock the door.
I can't, sir. You have my arm.
Okay, then get your knee off of it, because I know what you're doing.
Button, please. There's not one on that side.
Get your knee off of it, because I know what you're doing. Okay? It doesn't matter how old you are.
Open the door, man. Seriously, is this worth it?
My mom's on the way.
I don't care. I told you to open the door.
It doesn't matter. Open the door.
It doesn't matter how old you are. That has nothing to do with this.
Passenger, unlock the door. There we go. Hold on.
When you don't do what you're told, this is what happens. He almost hit somebody in the crosswalk right here at the courthouse. The dude had to stop and like back up for him to go through, and then he wheels in here and I stop him. He doesn't have a license either.
What was your reason for pulling him over?
Huh?
What was your reason for pulling him over?
Failure to yield to a pedestrian.
Who did it? Stinson?
Yes.
Stinson follows this kid all the time.
Okay, that's perception, but that's
Oh, I
what's
know.
going on
I
right
have
now.
witnesses that have been in the car with him, and Stinson followed him for miles down Bighorn Avenue for no reason whatsoever.
Okay. I need you to step back from the car. Don't step forward towards the
Can I
car,
see my
please.
kid?
Not right now. Okay.
After the minor driver was arrested, the cops found marijuana and nicotine in the vehicle. He was charged with interference with the cops and possession of controlled substances. However, the charges were later dismissed. After this incident, Officer Stinson was put on administrative leave following an internal investigation, of which the results are unknown. But this was neither the first nor the last time when a superior would have to set their subordinate straight in camera. The next case is another classic example.
I need you to get out of the street.
Your name real quick?
Officer Myers, 6181.
It's not illegal for us to stand in the middle right here at this time.
So as long as you guys are cognizant of that, if we need emergency medical attention.
And if you guys got to go hands-on or whatever the case.
Yeah.
After a sergeant told these pedestrians that they could stay where they were, Officer Myers, a junior officer, came to tell them they couldn't, and she was immediately humbled by their response.
Go ahead and step out of the street for me.
Is that a lawful order?
Yep. You're a pedestrian in a roadway.
It's a lawful order?
Pedestrian in a roadway. I need you to get out of the street.
What would be the crime, though?
Do so now or you will be arrested.
Sergeant just told me I can be here. Why do you think I'm back? Yeah. We just had a conversation with the sergeant. He said we can stand here.
Okay, I'm gonna double check. Yeah. You're in my personal bubble though. Okay, and it makes me uncomfortable. I have weapons on me that are within hands reach.
Is there a crime scene? I'm not interfering with anything.
No, but you are in my area. I need you to back away. You're within hands. It is, because you're within hands reach of my weapons, and I need you to back up.
Lady right here, Myers wants to arrest me. Nice try, lady. Remember when you said you're gonna arrest me for being in the street, but that guy was cool, huh? I think you got pretty girl syndrome, Myers.
Officer Myers later claimed that she was asking them to leave because they were in her personal bubble. But as we all know, personal bubble is not a lawful order, and Myers had to do the walk of shame as she was humbled very quickly. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.